You know what has happened? Man United are officially out of the Champions League. They have been defeated 1-0 by Bayern Munich. And we were discussing with some people and they were concerned like who is to be blamed for that defeat. Should it be players? Should it be the directors? Or should it be Ten Hag? Ultimately, it will be Ten Hag. But is he the one to be blamed? We'll go back. The reason why you, me, and most of the people who are not really concerned with nitty-gritty of football. We knew Ten Hag from his Ajax days and how he was able, was it in 2019-2020? He was able to go all the way to semi-finals in Champions League. He defeated Real Madrid, I think Chelsea, I don't know. Like they were like heavyweights, and he had a team that the collection were like Van der Beek, De Jong, who's this Gravenbeck, Ziyech, and the rest. And you can see the trajectory of those players from that team. After those players went from that team, you could see that they did not perform as they used to perform in Ajax. Meaning, they were not like world beaters, they were not like heavyweights. So, the person who was really responsible for those wins was, you say with me, was Ten Hag. But why would that person, who many others thought that he was better than even Pep, because how he played the beautiful game, winning with those unknown players, is better compared to Pep, who had the funding and all those. Like he used to coach the big teams, the Barcelona, the Bayern Munich, and now Man City. And most of us thought if you take Ten Hag, you put him in a good team, give him the budget, he will turn that team. And the way he came with those promises like, okay, era's come to an end. Most of us even believed. We didn't want Manu to win, but we thought, this guy is going to change. Like Old Trafford will be a fortress. But now I think it's the second year or third year. Old Trafford is becoming useless. And just imagine in that group, like that was the easiest group for Manu to come out. Galatasaray, Copenhagen, and Bayern Munich. They just needed to defeat Galatasaray and they needed to defeat Bayern Munich. And Galatasaray, like their best players, Ziyech, who's this other winger? I've forgotten him. But those are Premier League rejects. Why will Premier League rejects now come and defeat you at your home? The thing that you call theater of dreams. It should be unheard of. Like for Manu, like the game that made them lose Champions League is that 3-2 defeat by Galatasaray. And from that, they were just struggling. Even when they defeated Copenhagen 1-0, they went and had 2 draws, and now they were defeated. And now they are not even going to Europe, but they're directly being like the. And to imagine that they're not doing so well in Premier League. I have a bias. I don't like Manu. I really would be very happy if they get defeated, but I have to make my analysis. I have to say, like, I have to analyze and think, like, what's wrong with that team? It's not injuries, like they have their first 11. Even Rashford is not like at the bench due to injury, as some will claim. And now he tried to put in Varane, who tried to play, but today they have really played well, but it wasn't enough. Like they were already at the verge, like it was all out of their hands. They couldn't salvage anything. I would not like necessarily say that they need to sack Ten Hag, as I've said, they need to sack Pochettino. But I think that club has a problem, and the only way to help, I don't know how. They have tried everything. I think somebody last year said that somebody had bewitched them. I think it's the same. I don't know. Like, I feel probably it's the culture. But now you see people like Garnacho like really playing. You go to the defense, like people are really trying to win the game. It's not like when you compare like how Chelsea plays and how Man U plays. Like Chelsea are, I think Chelsea is made up of world class players, and they're not just lazy. Sometimes they just don't want to really push that hard. But when you see Man United play, like they are really, really pushing hard. You see Garnacho playing, you see Holland playing, you see even at the midfield how Fernandez plays, how defense, like they're really trying, but it's always not enough, which means probably they are just, most of them are just average players. I don't know why they shouldn't be winning the games. Probably they should just find a good director to look for the right talent. How Man City usually looks for talent. They shouldn't just be picking up the way they signed Amrabat and now is being benched the same way they signed Mount and now is being benched or injured every time. I think Man United problem is they don't have those players. It's different from Chelsea. Chelsea problem is they lack a tactician, they lack a like coach, or I think Pochettino is afraid. But with Manchester United, I think they have a problem with players. They need to go and sign world class players. That's the only way they will come out of this thing. And yeah.